Welcome back to Milk Mummies, the podcast where we explore modern motherhood, creativity, ambition, and the women building legacy in real time. Today's guest is jazz soul singer-songwriter Kyra. She's a BBC radio favourite, a headline performer, and most importantly, a mother creating art with intention. Her latest single, Feeling Blue, explores identity, emotional load, and what happens to a woman after she becomes a mother. And honestly, it feels like the soundtrack to so many of our unspoken thoughts. Kyra, welcome to Milk Mummies.
Hi.
How are you doing today, Kyra?
I'm good. I was a little bit sweaty, but we're here.
We go for glistening or glowing because I've been here through the seasons and I've experienced every form of shine.
Right.
We glow. That's it.
The sun's popped out.
That's it.
We're nearing towards spring equinox, so I'm feeling excited and charged, actually.
Oh, no, that's amazing. Well, listen, thank you so much for coming down and making the time because I know it's not always easy.
Thanks for having me. I know it took quite a few back and forths with
Doesn't it
schedule.
Always? Life.
But timing's always right.
Go. Exactly. So before we get into it, I suppose, I wanted to ask you, what was life like before motherhood for you?
I was a young woman pursuing my dreams. I had already been established myself as a singer. That was my identity. I was traveling the world performing. I was in the studio. I was very much out of the kind of typical sort of 9-to-5 structure that a lot of my friends were in.
Did you ever visit that at all? Imagine, did you ever visit that? Were you ever in the 9-to-5 structure or not at all?
No.
You.
I had a brief stint, a few jobs, but even then they weren't rigid 9-to-5s.
Got you. Okay.
So I guess I intuitively knew who I was and what I wanted to do, but I was very much figuring myself and life out. But was aware that I was on the journey, on the path I needed to be on. And time was endless, you know? That's the headspace I was in.
Yeah. Did you always know you wanted to be a mum?
I didn't want to be a mum.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Or at least I hadn't had that feeling that I'd hear a lot of other women talk about. And I think actually when you are a mum, people just presume that you always wanted to be one, or how is it? And you're about to say, actually, I'm not really enjoying this bit. And they're like, it's amazing, isn't it? And you're like, yeah, okay, sure. I'll just be silent then. But I actually felt a little bit weird about that kind of being a woman, that I'd look at other women when they'd say, oh my God, I just can't wait to be a mum.
Yeah.
And I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know if the, ovaries weren't awake, but I didn't feel that, although I'm naturally a maternal woman and I had nephews and I love children.
Yeah.
I didn't envision myself having them, but I thought maybe they'd be there some point in the future.
Okay, cool. Did that have anything to do with career or ambition or anything like that, or just it?
I think so. I think when you're really focused on a career, especially one in music, I wouldn't necessarily say family is something that is encouraged. It's a very male-dominated space. And, I even remember with my early managers, it was don't say you had a boyfriend kind of thing. So, maybe I'd be naive to say that didn't maybe affect my psyche of it. But also I was so focused on being a singer and doing music that there was points where I wouldn't even allow myself to go on holiday. Because I was and that's quite unhealthy. That's not how I approach my life now. But but your family wasn't at the forefront of my mind.
But you're building, I guess, you're hustling, you're grinding, you're working and you're giving everything to it. So
and enjoying it. And I didn't really necessarily want anything to disrupt that.
Yeah. Okay, I hear you. Fast forward a few, we're now out here.
Now we got two.
Into motherhood. What were your pregnancy like? What was stepping into motherhood like for you?
Yeah. It's really been such a journey of my first child, my son, neither pregnancies were planned.
Okay.
But I am very much a sort of I believe in alignment and I believe in the right timing. And so when I fell pregnant, I was like, okay, well, this is the path we're on.
Yeah.
My pregnancies, in terms of like my health and well-being, were both really quite amazing.
Okay, dope.
Like I had water births each time.
Amazing.
No pain relief, just almost home births. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, basically, I didn't want the hospitals to touch me at all. So
fair enough.
They were calling me like, you need to come in.
I'm busy.
My second one, I almost left it too late because that baby was coming out the punane.
Really? Okay,
but I was just very holistic, and I wanted to. I knew myself, and I had a strong sense of self.
Okay.
But I mean, I would say through both pregnancies, though, I think the interesting thing of getting to know myself has been dealing with sort of different stages of anxiety. Like with my first one, I started to get panic attacks, but at the time I didn't actually know that's what they were called.
Okay, I see.
So that's been something that I think I'm still working through.
Yeah.
And when it came to my second pregnancy, I definitely spoke up more and was like, look, nice. I know physically I'll be good.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that sounds a little bit egotistical to say.
But you know, you've been through the process before,
I was like,
right?
look, physically I feel good.
Yeah. But
this is the area that I'm probably going to need a bit more support.
Okay,
and that was really good, flagging that really early. And like the birthing suite and the maternity ward, I mean, amazing women that work there. That's like really... I'm so grateful for them. I had really good experiences with them. But I would definitely say there's a lot of care lacking postpartum. Just in general.
Okay. What was that like for you? I think for me, once that whole process was done and they could see that, okay, she does want to breastfeed and she is breastfeeding, which I still needed help afterwards though, with the, understanding and getting breastfeeding right, I suppose. It was very much like, okay.
Yeah.
Bye. Good luck.
And I mean, everyone checks if baby's good, but I think there needs to be a lot more care around mother. And I'd learned a lot from my first time. I was a lot more vocal the second time about the support I needed. But I think there's different barriers to entry of that support. I feel like if you're lucky enough to come from a culture where naturally mothers come and stay with you, aunties bring you food, that's blessed. If you are fortunate to be in a financial position where you can perhaps put things in place, doula, create these rituals yourself to, you know, enter in, or, you know, wrapping. But all of these things come at a cost.
Yes.
So I don't think these things should be, you know, have so much barrier to entry as they do. I think there's a lot more support that just needs to be standard. Like, I think a year therapy for every woman that gives birth is like standard.
A year therapy, you reckon?
I had a year therapy. Okay. Yeah, because I had spoken up about you know, some of my issues around anxiety and panic attacks. I was fortunate enough to kind of be referred and have that in place. So I'm really grateful for that because, you know, for me, I think with motherhood, whoever you are as a person, whatever characteristics you have before becoming a mother, the things you're going to struggle with, it's really just like an exacerbation of who you were before. Yeah, I agree. And so everything's so heightened. It's heightened, exactly. Yeah, so like my friends say to me, they're like, you made this look so easy. They're like, I can't believe you take your little girl on a train and you go there on the aeroplane with them and you do that. And I'm like, I genuinely find that part easy. Yeah. The harder parts now, I'm like, you know, everyone's got their thing, right? Their hard, their thing they struggle with. And it's reflective of my personality. I struggled with those things before I had kids anyway. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I totally hear you. Okay, cool. Wow. Motherhood. The year therapy is interesting. I was thinking, would I have needed a year's therapy or not? But I like that as an idea. Like, that's should be the standard, that help or that care or that space is there. Definitely. Should be there if you want to lean into that more. Explore. Yeah. You know, for me, my identity was very clear of who I was. And I think my challenges were, how do I still own who Kyra is? I've always been very passionate about my children need to know who I am as much as I'm getting to know who they are.
Nice.
They also need to see me in my world. They need to see me as an artist. They need to understand what mummy does.
Yeah.
And where I can, that's why I always try to bring them into my world.
That's brilliant, yeah.
But when your identity is challenged and when you're in seasons where I can't show up as Kyra the singer anymore, for me, that has taken a lot of kind of rewiring and patience with the process. And, you know, I wanted to be very present with my children. And even though as much as people might look at me on social media and say, you're always out, I'm like, I'm really not. Girl, I'm doing the school runs. I'm there.
I'm there with you.
Football club, swimming club. Like, you know, and I'm wearing many hats in many days. It's just depending what I show you. But if you're there with me each day, girl, we're in the trenches.
There you go. And that's the thing I think people still, which can also really surprise me at times, is like social media, it really is a glimpse. It's just a snapshot. It's just a window.
Because the truth is, I don't even have the time to show you how these content creators are doing this. I'm just trying to get through.
I don't get it. The amount of things that I kind of film or half film or semi-film or that's good enough, or let me do the edit. I'm editing at night, now I'm asleep. I woke up, my phone's in my hand. Oh my God. Like, I don't know how they do it. Honestly, I don't get it.
I applaud them, because when I'm in it and I'm really in it and one's crying, because I've got a 5-year gap between my children.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah,
a boy and a girl is about a 5.5-year gap. And so
that's different space.
Sometimes honestly it's like I'm literally hallucinating. I can see like 8 hands. I'm cooking, we're doing homework, playing, now tantrum, like mixing in filming with that. You lot are different. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know.
How they doing? I wanted to ask you, like, how did motherhood interrupt you or refine you?
Both.
Okay.
I think in the best ways.
Yeah. Because you've touched on the things a little bit more already, but I wanted like framing it that way.
I mean, you think you're busy before you have children. You think you're focused. You think you're doing all of that. The truth of the matter is, I would say actually my career's blossomed since having children. And that's the thing. I think the things I needed to face about myself and with my own personality, like, look, I'll always struggle with timekeeping. Okay? I was looking at my manager.
Looks at manager. Manager looks back sternly.
I'll always struggle with that. It's something I struggle with. You know, just time blindness and procrastinating. That is something I struggled with before. Yeah. But now we've got to get to school on time.
Yeah.
And now I don't want to give that habit to my children. So actually, all right, credit where credit's due. I've improved a lot. But, you know, that's just one way where it's like, okay, so you've interrupted that about myself, but then you're refining my personality because now I'm having to be more organised.
Yeah.
I thought I was really focused on music before, which I was.
Yeah.
But let's be real. In a studio session, we're keying up and you might have a drink and we've got time. We're chilling.
There we go.
Now I'm sorry, I need to leave. If today's the day I need to do school run,
that's it.
I got between this time and this time. And it's not about approaching that session with panic.
I get you.
But it's just like, these are the parameters that I have to work within now.
Yeah.
And I'm going there with a bit more focus of like,
got you.
We need to get something done. Or we don't need to get something done, but I'm going in with a good focus.
Yeah.
And whatever comes out is usually great.
Amazing.
Because actually, you're kind of cutting out the fat.
There we go. It's concentrated time. This is what you've got to work with. And then, as you said, wherever gets created. But it definitely just adds this level of focus or just, I guess, I don't want to call it hyper focus because I think that puts it in, that makes it something else, I think. But it's true, the way in which you focus now when it comes to work, and I think a lot of women have been able to mirror this, is amazing. Like, this is what it is, and then you've got other things to jump onto.
Yeah, it's only an asset.
Yeah.
The fact that, you know, once you have a baby, people can ever doubt your reliability, capability, focus. I'm like, guys, let me tell you something. If I'm meeting you socially and I have to pick me, I like you.
Oh my gosh,
Otherwise, I'm not stepping outside of my house.
Yes.
If I don't think that you're worth the time, I'm just being honest, because it is an effort to get to places. It does take a lot of planning. I've already done a whole day's work by 9 a.m. So let's do this.
Yeah,
you know,
completely hear you.
And it's great because it also allows you to be like, actually question what you're doing. Like, should I do that session? Should I do that show? Should I, it has to make sense. And so I only think it's a good thing.
No, I couldn't agree more. And whatever it is it worth the time? Does it financially reward you in the way that it should, or compensate you in the way that it should?
Do I want to be away from my kids to do this thing?
Yeah. High five. All the stuff, man. You obviously touched on what life was like before kids, and you had, I guess we always will talk about time and things like that, but do you grieve that version of yourself at any point?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. And I've always been so honest about that. And that's what I've been putting in my songs. My song that I put out recently, Feeling Blue, it's, postpartum blues, the grieving, getting to rediscover yourself. Like, a snap back is never what it is. Like, you are arriving, you've rebirthed yourself. Yeah. But absolutely, I've always had a really open dialogue with friends, with kids and without, about a grief that I do feel. I miss who she was. I wish I had more time with her. I wish maybe I was a bit more audacious. And that's why I just think it's good to have these conversations, because no one had them with me. And why aren't we sharing a lot more information with people who aren't mothers yet? And I think that, it's taken time over the years to find the safe spaces to have those conversations. Because I remember with my son, I went to some, mothers and baby group, massage group. And, they actually shamed me for having my nails done.
Oh, hello, really?
Literally.
What was said, or why?
It was just they had embodied this character that I'm a mum now, so dare I do something for myself?
Got you.
They were in martyr mode.
Got you.
Whereas I don't believe in being a martyr.
Yeah.
I will talk about the things I find challenging and that is hard, but no, I am actually here as a whole woman who needs nurturing, who wants to still do my career, who really passionately believes about being there for my children also. But there are pockets, there are a lot of judgmental women. And
so,
there really are. Let's be real. And there are pockets of mothers that have their views, and maybe that reflected their personality before. Maybe their identity wasn't established before they had children. Now their identity is just mother. But my identity isn't just mother.
It's still multifaceted. You do a whole range of different things. And as you said, you are a whole person, and you're showing that to your children as well.
But so I also think that, there's so much advice. There's so many people with opinions. My biggest advice to any mother, expectant or not, or living in it, is take what you need. Listen, and if it doesn't resonate with you,
100%,
take what you need and find your tribe. Find your tribe of people who have the same kind of worldview as you, and build your village from there.
It's true.
Because best believe I walked out of that place and was like, this isn't for me.
I don't need to be here at all. No, and I definitely have to shout out Annabelle, aka Black Cactus.
Yes.
That was one of the first things that she said to me as well. Just like, take what's useful and leave the rest, because people are going to be coming at you with 100%. Every single thing, all the things. And people who don't even know you that well still have I have advice to give you, etc.
So and it's like even your own mother. I stayed with my son. My son went to nursery for a couple of days a week when he was like about 18 months.
Okay.
And my daughter was a lot later.
Okay.
Because I trust people a lot less. She was about 2 or so. 2 and a bit. But my mum was like, you're putting him in nursery. Oh, you should be with him. And I'm like, Mum, I'm with him every single day. He's also with his daddy. Like, it's okay. This is good for him as well. But, that was her mindset. It was like, you stay at home 24/7 with your children. So, you just have to... It's a journey. And, I don't have all the answers. And it's also age appropriate. And I'm going to continue learning.
No, I hear you.
And reaching out to people for help.
There you go. And that's another. Do you find that difficult to do, or did you find that difficult to do, reaching out to people for help?
Very difficult.
Yeah.
Very difficult. I was the strong one. I was the one. Another song.
I know another song. I mean, we do this so well. Just little segues into stuff, and then we'll come to music. Just bear with me. Okay.
Yeah. Asking for help is something I've had to get better at.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because who are you dying on that hill for? And also, that's not what building a village is about.
Yeah.
You know, I'm so grateful to my friend Tasha. She's got a little boy, and you know, she's got to do her thing. I say, bring him round.
Yeah.
We're building that. I'm very, very passionate about trying to build that village. I think the society that we're living in punishes you for being a mum and punishes you for having a family. And to me, that's almost my mission, to disrupt that. You know, we have to build our thing. And also, shout out to my friends with no kids.
Yeah.
They've been an amazing help. My friend Layla and her mum, after I gave birth to my second child, my daughter, I had a headline show. Funny enough, it's like almost 3 years to the date.
Oh, wow, okay.
Had a headline show 8 weeks after I gave birth.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way I could have done that without their support. You know, they stayed with my little girl. It was maybe 4 hours in the end, but
still, that yeah.
You know, I
8
was
weeks after.
Yeah, and I really wanted to do the show, but I wouldn't have left my little girl with someone I didn't know.
Of course,
you know that wasn't possible without that village of people that I trusted and knew. And so, yeah, you know, friends without kids are really important too. And I think it's really important, even when you do have kids, to still make effort with friends and get to know what's going on in their world,
100%.
The ones without kids.
Yeah, no, you know? I agree. It's true. And I mean, you've touched on a few things there where it's the conversations you want to have certain conversations, and you're having those conversations because those conversations weren't had with you pre-baby. So you're sharing a lot. And then there's also this idea of also making sure you're including the different types of women or people in your space, whether they have kids or not, because they make up the fabric of who you are. They 100%. Are part of your team, your village, your support. And there may be people who will just play auntie or uncle roles and that's it. And they will have so much to pour and contribute into your kids, and they get to see life through how they see it. And then you have those who do have families, whether there's another one kid or more, and then they get to grow up in that space as well. So it's phenomenal that people are being very intentional about what their kids are being exposed to and what they're seeing, you know, so it's really nice being able to hear that being said. But circling back to work, like what I'm really, like your body of work is phenomenal, and like, it's just like, period. There's nothing that can be said about that. It really is. What I'm really enjoying about this season is how you are, for me, I guess how I would describe things right now, it kind of feels like you're documenting what's happening to you, and it feels like this is like a diary that you're sharing publicly with us. Yeah. I feel like I came up with that, but I don't know if that's been written somewhere and I've ended up paraphrasing it. But it's like that's what it feels like. So with the singles that you've just mentioned, so Feeling Blue and Strong Ones, like what did that feel like writing it, if that makes sense, and knowing this is something that you would be putting out, releasing, you know?
Yeah.
Or were they even songs that you were writing but you had no idea if they were going to make?
No, I wanted to say it.
Got you.
I wanted to talk about this. A lot of the songs were written, after my second child. So over the last 2 years, and I think you really grow. Yeah. I think with every child as well teaches you something different. And I definitely felt different the second time round. Yeah. I felt more like a woman.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah?
Yeah, I did.
Ooh, I was going to say that. Why? Imagine. Yeah, why?
I felt like self-assured.
Okay.
I think I was a lot kinder to myself after giving birth. I was a lot more vocal about what I needed, and I was a lot more honest and transparent. I mean, I am a performer as well, so I realised that I was performing a lot even in social spaces. I was always showing up as the kind of competent, strong friend, reliable. But I was like, I'm not being vulnerable. I'm not sharing. And I was starting to work on that personally. Like I wanted to share more. That was like even outside of music. Yeah. I was just learning, literally on this journey. And I think life imitates art imitates life. And so when I got to the studio, it was like, this is what I want to talk about. Need a moment. Yeah. I need a moment. I need a Ross Clark moment.
And I'm taking it.
Yeah. And, my collaborators don't have children.
Yeah,
so again,
okay.
it's not like this is only a conversation if you have children. I think there's something to take from the music. It's self-discovery. It's getting to know yourself. It's reclaiming who you are. It's saying this thing is hard.
Yeah.
And I think we should be allowed to say this thing is hard. It doesn't mean I don't love my children.
Yes.
I do. But being a mum, being a partner, being a friend, being a sister, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I need a moment. And I think like people complain about their jobs every damn day. And if my friend said to me, oh my God, the office is crazy, my boss is such a bitch, I wouldn't just say to my friend, just change job then. Why are you always complaining about your job? Just change your job. But it's like, it's still a bit taboo to say, this thing is hard.
Yeah.
People are like, well, you chose it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I chose it, but doesn't mean I can't talk about my experience within it.
Exactly. Yeah. And like motherhood in all of its wonder and glory and all that gorgeous stuff is still, it's work and it's hard, as you just said. And if it's not fun, it's not fun. And yes, it's not fun for a time or for a second, whatever, but I can still talk about it without being judged about
Facts.
it. And it's really, like, I find it really, really bizarre, and I feel like I keep talking about this from time to time, but I find it really bizarre where women, mums, like, just this idea that you can't complain or you can't talk about anything negative when it comes to this space. Yes, you chose it, so then you are obviously equipped to then deal with all the things that come with it, and you shouldn't have to say anything about it. It's odd because we all had mothers or people who cared for us, and we know what those experiences were like when things were difficult or challenging. So this is a human experience. We know these things. So why are mums like just this? It's just weird. There's just a weird vibe, like you can't be successful or you can't succeed or you can't do this or you're just a mum. I'm like, it's just so weird conversation.
Honestly,
it's bizarre.
and that's where I say find your tribe, because I've honestly had women look at me with disgust when I've said, I don't enjoy that bit. I don't enjoy that. And I'm like, look, that's amazing if you don't
of course
struggle with that part of it, but I do. And I also think that it's constructive conversation, because it's me searching of how to be a better parent, how to make my life work and my children be well looked after. It's like I'm searching for answers as well within it. And like, have a little complaint to your friends, like get it off your chest, and then you get back to it. It's positive. And also I think it leads to solutions. Like we need to have more conversations. Like I'm sure we'll come on to a lot of other things about the industry and stuff in a bit, but without talking about it, there's no demand for change.
Yeah, exactly.
There's
100%.
a lot more we could be doing as a society to make way for flexible way of life.
Of course.
Like, I think I'm quite naturally rebellious in that sense, because I haven't lived in the sort of quote unquote like societal lifestyle.
Okay.
And I feel like a little bit of a nomad at times.
Okay.
So I guess that's why I'm like, also I think it's good to talk about it, because I think there should be a lot more pathways and things available. I don't even think school should be 5 days a week.
Yeah, I was going to actually speak to you about school. You said something.
Let me cuss about the school run. My Lord.
I feel like I need to have an episode just about school run, education system, what's being taught, because we're definitely entering into that space with Zena where it's not anytime soon, but already some of the elders in our family, those who are very academically sort of minded, have already been like, oh, so when is she going? And I'm like, you know what? That's definitely going to be a very, very interesting challenge for us, because I really enjoyed school growing up, but I'm also a bit of a geek. I love that side of things. My partner did not enjoy school, the academic side in a certain way. We're both creative. We have such flexibility. We live and travel in a particular way. We are both expecting to be able to take our kid, or if there's more, on our trips, our journeys and stuff.
Right.
I'm also fully aware though that those of our friends who have kids who are older, they're having to navigate things like being fined if you take your kid out of school, or having to write reasons as to why, and all that kinds of stuff. So I don't know how we're going to navigate that space at all.
So do you think you're leaning towards homeschooling?
I don't know, because it's like, who's going to be homeschooling? Because look at me. I don't know how that's going to work.
It definitely comes with its
There we go.
You know, it's a big topic.
Yeah.
You know, the me and my idyllic mind, I wanted to homeschool.
Okay.
The reality was very different. And it's a challenge either way. I'm really for homeschooling, but I'm also for following the lead of your child.
Yeah.
And my son is really happy at school.
Nice.
And if things ever change, then we'll be reactive.
Yeah.
And I think that's what parenthood is actually about as well. Like, be reactive, you know, you're learning on the job. But it's a big topic. I hate the structure of school. I hate with a passion the structure of school. I don't even think it should start at 9. Like, it's just a pipeway. It's a pipeline to just, you know, this life.
Yeah.
But I believe school should probably be about 4 days a week. I think that spending time with your children is really important. And I'm sorry who it upsets or offends, but if you want to take your child on that trip, take your child out,
go.
Pay the fine, do whatever. Because for me, having time as a family unit and taking your children and letting your children step into your world is the most important thing ever.
Agree.
And in 10 years' time, we're not going to remember that DB maths lesson. You're going to remember the core memories with your family.
I mean, I don't know, like Pythagoras, I don't know the last time I used it, but we had a whole blooming term or semester or whatever else on it. But
it's something I'm surprisingly really passionate about with the whole school thing. But yeah, we'll be here all day.
That's cool. That's the other episode. It's fine. It's coming up because it's come up a few times. I know it's because it's on the horizon for us. We've still got plenty of time. But the fact that already it's kind of being brought into our peripheral by extended is like,
but do as many trips as you can now.
Of course.
As well.
Oh my gosh, yeah, 100%.
To be honest, you got until
cheaper.
Reception.
Yeah, it's true. And even then, do whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's fine. Music. How are you doing musically, emotionally, creatively? What is that like for you now in the season of motherhood?
I'm really enjoying where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying it. I mean, look, it's always, I think having to like almost retrain your brain with how you can be creative is a challenge. I'm a Pisces girl. I'm a dreamer, man. More time I'm actually in my own universe, just, you know, conjuring something up. But, you know, there is a very real reality of a day-to-day monotony that I have to step into. Having to have a bit more structure. This is what I mean. Like, that's my flaw regardless of children. Not even a flaw. That's my personality.
Good,
you know? So
I like the
having to create time that I have to step in and be creative. And then in the morning I've had a mum hack, we've done school run, I've been disciplinarian, and then I'm going to come to a session. You know, so it's made me rethink the way I want to be creative, and where I can as much as possible, I will try and be like, cool, I'm going to do a block of sessions.
Nice.
So like last year as well, I took myself to Copenhagen for 5 days.
Nice.
Just being able to switch off and solely eat, sleep, breathe, think music was an amazing gift I could give myself. And when I was there, I didn't feel guilty about not being with the kids one bit because I knew, wow, I'm going to focus on my career and myself at this time. And when I get back, you know, I'm fully in with the kids. It allows me to actually be more present with them. You know, I don't do like really long trips away from the kids.
Okay.
That's just by choice. But, you know, as touring progresses and I travel more around the world, like we'll be reactive to that situation. If you lot got to come out of school, then we got to go.
Let's go. Come, be in the sunshine for more than one day.
Their wellness will always come first. No, but yeah, you know, you do have to figure it out. But there might be someone else who finds that really easy, finds it easy. That might be their personality type. So this is what I mean. There's no one set rule, but I'm still learning and figuring out how to be productive, how to be creative. Sometimes I think through the week, you know, when I'm cooking dinner, I might just like put YouTube on and just vibe to some beats, and that's my creativity box for that day.
Got you.
Another day, it might be like some vocal warm-ups, or, you know, just making sure I'm taking care of my voice. Because, you know, even waking up at 7, you know, as a vocalist, this is not ideal for me. I sound like such a prima donna.
It's not ideal for me.
It's not ideal. You know, but honestly, late nights, you know, I'm a night owl. I'm creative at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
You know?
So are you like a true night owl? That like this is like Maximilian. He's just up
through and
through.
through. Like sometimes my tiredness, I can't even blame these kids. It's me. That's who I was before. 3 a.m. and me, besties.
Got you. Okay.
Ideas, concepts, melodies.
Everything.
Yeah.
Oh my days, man. I thought I was a night owl, and then I met Max. Yes, I'm talking about you. And I went, oh, there's levels to this.
There's levels.
Stuff. I'm definitely in that.
And I will still wake up at 7, same way, but I'll feel
ready.
I'm like,
yeah, ready. No, I'm definitely an early bird. I'm adaptable. I will adjust, etc. But he is like through.
Yeah.
And he is alert at that time, as in like, okay, what can we do? I'm like, I need to go to bed. So it's like, yeah, that's definitely your tribe. Yeah. How did this is again like looking into music and industry and things like that, but how did pregnancy and postpartum like affect your writing? I know it's led to some of the singles that you've dropped, but what was that like? Did it change the process for you in any which way?
Practically no.
Okay.
Very much still in terms of my method.
Yeah.
Still the same, man. Still always melody first, vibe it out, words will come in. Yeah, still very much the same with that. But I think it's encouraged me to be more vulnerable in general.
Okay, cool.
And just, you know, be more open in sessions and stuff. But aside from the time that I was able to have in studio before versus now, I would say, you know, that's the main difference. But in terms of my creative process, I think it's very much the same. And I think regardless, pre-kids, post-kids, I think you need life. Yeah. You still need life experience. Yeah. To have something to say.
There we go.
And so, it's just about, you actually have a lot more of a wider topic.
Yeah, I hear
base pool to kind of pull from.
Yeah,
so
I agree. You touched on this idea, which I actually do agree with, where it can feel like, or it's designed to where society does punish mums or makes that whole space difficult for you to navigate as easily as you should, I suppose. Looking at the industry, music industry specifically, or our entertainment industry, do you feel that space respects mothers?
Interesting question. Yeah. Respects is an interesting word. I don't know about respect because that feels like that's their issue, not mine.
Got you. Okay.
Being honest. But what I would say is it's hard to know how much is imagined in your own head and how much is a reality, because I also have to say I've had some amazing support. From men, from women, from, you know, I've brought my baby to sessions with Blue Lab Beats, Aaron Taylor, Jazz Refresh have been so accommodating with my children. I've brought them on stage. So it's really hard to say what is, because there's so many pockets within the music industry, and I'm also not signed to a major label. I'm an independent artist, so we're a small team, and me and my manager, we're making our own rules and, you know, opening our own doors. So it's hard to know if that's reflective of what we're putting out there or if it already existed. I mean, I'm not also going to be naive to the fact that attitudes have changed massively. And I think the rise of social media and seeing celebs, like massive stars like Nicki Minaj or Cardi B or Beyonce or whatever, you know, like being a mum has been reframed. Like seeing women on stage pregnant has been reframed. So I think, you know, there's a lot of nuance to the conversation. And I think people are just, I think, to be honest with you, like, this is where I say I'm growing, I'm learning. I think it's the confidence that I have and I bring to a situation that people can also reflect that back to you and just be like, oh, cool, you're going to bring your baby to session. Cool. My little girl was on this tit here, had the mic in my hand.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? And I didn't make it a thing. They didn't make it a thing. But I would say that, you're going to have to find your tribe. If someone doesn't want to work with you because you want to have a family, or makes you feel you're not driven because you want to be a mum, they're not the right person for you, baby.
Yeah, I agree.
Regardless. But infrastructure-wise, I believe there's still a lot more support that could be offered to women in music and mothers in music. Where's the studio with the crash?
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
Yes, this is true.
But like,
this is true.
Even all these co-working spaces in Soho House, I left. How are you really supporting creatives? Where's the creche? I don't have a problem paying. Where's the service? You're not really supporting 24/7 round the clock creatives. And that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm trying to build. Like, and so I'm over here kind of on my own mini mission of protest. I think just by showing up, it's an act of protest, just by being present. I want my children at my shows where I can. Yeah. If it's safe for them and works for me. Yeah. Like, I'm very much a person that, like, children have a right to enjoy a lot of spaces and things as well. And it's important, as I say, it's important spiritually for me and a part of my own journey and what I want to give my kids, that they're involved in what I do. Yeah. So where I have control of that, I will make that happen. Yeah.
Love it. Oh, I love it. Perfect. Okay. So, right. Taking it back to your single that's out right now. How you doing with that?
I'm loving it.
Perfection.
This whole run of singles, from Strong Ones to Need a Moment to Feeling Blue. Yeah. And we got more music coming, girl.
I thought so.
It's been so nice to have the songs received in the way they have been. To have women, mothers, even guys be like, oh my God, like, I've sent this to my wife. Like, oh my God, this is my anthem. This is my song. Like, it is a privilege. Yeah. It is a privilege for people to be receiving the music the way they are, for people to say, I feel so seen in this song. The DMs I get, even just women that say to me, thank you for showing up with children. I didn't know if I could be a creative or in music, but you've given me like something visible to look at. And I'm like, oh wow, I didn't even think of it like that.
You're just doing
I'm trying to do my thing and catch my breath. But it's an absolute honour. It's a privilege.
Amazing.
It's been amazing. Like, I'm enjoying this era, this season that I'm in, and long may it continue and flourish.
Long may it continue.
Amen.
Feeling Blue touches on like the mental load of things. Like, what does that look like for you in your world? I know you touched on it throughout the conversation, but
I think the mental load is just, you're just trying to do your best. You're trying to. Me, the way I'm a very visual person, so the way I view my weeks is like a jigsaw puzzle.
Got you. Okay.
And I'm like, okay, kids, school, after school club, pick up there, food there, studio, event, can't do that event. I really wanted to go to that event, can't go to that one. Studio, got to say no to that. Photo shoot, slop. And spinning so many plates is crazy. And again, it's all a learning, because I used to try spinning everything all the time. And I thought that's what balance was.
All right.
I've reframed my mind to understand what true balance is. And I think balance is actually about honouring the season that you're in. Yeah. So if I am in campaign mode and I'm more front facing, then I'm spinning these plates over here, and maybe for now we're gonna put something down. Got you. Or not bring it to the forefront. And sometimes I'm in hibernation mode and I'm in writing mode, and I'm gonna fall back on social media or whatever it may be. That's how I try to approach it to stop myself going insane.
That insanity.
And we don't always get it right.
No, it's true.
I'm literally just a baby girl learning each week.
And that's one thing I think you've been very consistent in saying throughout this whole thing, the fact that you are learning, it is a process. You are learning, and no day is ever the same, no situation is ever the same.
Yeah, as much as I have like very strong viewpoints and, you know, I know my core values and beliefs, I'm learning, man. Yeah. I'm picking up the phone, I'm asking other women, you know, I'm open to learning and saying when I haven't got it right.
Yeah.
You know, I'm open to apologising to my son when I'm like, I'm really sorry, like, Mummy definitely lost it there.
When it comes to, just even with you just touching on learning and speaking to other women, what does support look like for you with your, I guess, your tribe or the people that you lean on?
Yeah. I think no matter what support you have, it won't feel like enough.
Got you.
So I definitely try to be grateful for those I have around. And I think I'm getting better at asking for help. You know, I think I'm still building with my parents.
Yeah.
And things take time, you know. You know, they take time. Even if you're going to introduce someone new, like safeguarding's at the forefront.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm continuously just trying to build a community.
Yeah.
And a network, and very passionate about trying to build that village in real time. And
are you finding that difficult to do?
I wouldn't say I'm finding it difficult, but I would just say it feels like I could always do with more.
Got you. Yeah.
Yeah. No, and I think amidst everything with the spinning of plates, I do think it is easy to put yourself last. Naturally, as a mum, like everyone else is good. And then I've gotten to 3:00 and I'm like, I didn't even eat.
Yeah.
I didn't eat breakfast. I didn't eat lunch. You know, so I think as well, I'm still having to interrupt and be like, you know, don't forget, you know, the basics of yourself, your health, your well-being in amidst everything.
Yeah.
And also trying to be there for other people as well. You know, it's not just all about me.
Yeah, that is a difficult one, but I think, as you just said, just making sure, sorry, that's just making me go, yeah, Rach, don't forget to blah, 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 blah. It's true. I find that difficult. Just the making sure you're making time for yourself, making sure you're making time for, oh my gosh, whack the mic, you and your partner time, checking in on people. I think there's a good balance, but I think whenever it is out of whack, I'm like, mate, that is absolutely fucking ridiculous or really shocking. So it's trying to, I think that's a bit that I'm finding the hardest, I think.
How do you and Max manage everything with your creative schedules?
Mate,
I'm always intrigued to know how everyone else is doing it.
I have won the argument of like, we need a big calendar.
Oh, yeah.
So we can see everything. And that's just not his vibe. Because he has everything, and then we can kind of, we touch in at the start of the week, we touch in at the midpoint, and then at the end of the week to see what jobs have come in or not, what gigs are doing this, or if I need to be in the studio for something, or if it's podcasting related or fitting related. So I think all things for me, acting is leading at the moment quite a lot. So there's more, schedules are pretty decent, especially in coming in at least in advance a bit, which is great.
That's
so I can kind of really sort of plan out what I need, and we know if we need to get childcare here and there, because again, our support is super small, mighty, but super small.
Right.
And we're both like this, where we try not to lean on it unless we absolutely really have to. So we have that element there as well. And then with him, his stuff can definitely come in at a flurry, and he's obviously booked in advance as well. So again, there's some pre-planning kind of seems to be good. It's just if there's like a last minute gig that comes in or things like that, that's when it can be a bit like, ooh, it's hot now. Or if we're having to work on the same day and it's a great opportunity for the both of us. So, okay, how do we make that work? That's the bit that's techie, like really techie. And Zena's now at the age where she's like, Mama, you leaving me?
Oh.
Why are you leaving? And I'm just like, I'm so sorry. I've got to live my life. No, but like you're having to kind of navigate those spaces. And she's really good at knowing who is going to be with her or take care of her, and she understands that yes, we go to work but we always come back and things like that.
That's it.
It's nice seeing her have that as part of her dialogue and like her every day when it's required. But yeah, just if it's not written down, it's not on the head. I love a note, I love a checkbook situation. Like I'm checking stuff off, and whatever doesn't get done, I move it to the next. So that's how we're navigating things, I say.
Well done.
Well, we're trying. I don't know how much Max is enjoying it, because that is not his vibe at all. Like, he knows what he's doing, and like he said it, great. But to put stuff on the calendar, I think now I am probably the main person writing stuff in, because once he kind of got into the flow of it, yes, I'm airing out your business, go for it.
Max.
Good to just, because I'm going to get this. What are you talking about? Whatever. So like, I think seeing him get into the flow of that worked really, really well. But I'm that person who loves to write stuff out and write stuff down.
The thing is, it's like, I totally relate to that. I think it's more me being visual. So it makes sense if I can see it. But I'm not like a crazy anal organized person, but I do like a good schedule. I do love a good calendar. I think it just calms my nervous system.
I get that.
I think it's like I feel in a flurry. Like if it's just nice to know things are in place, and then there's room for error. There's room for then you can sit into a little more and be like, okay, this is super hectic here, but we've got a day here, or but
that's how we do it.
It's moving parts, isn't it?
For now, let's see what summer brings in. That's when we're like, there's nobody around and we can't do what. So we'll see. But touching on kids a bit and legacy, what do you hope they see when it comes to you and your work?
I hope they're proud of me.
Hey.
Yeah. My little boy actually has added some vocals to one of the singles that's going to be coming out.
How's that?
Well, he was a little shit in the studio, actually. I'm not going to front. But no, but it was really cute. It was, and it was natural. It wasn't something I forced on him. They hear my songs, they play my demos, and even my little girl, she'll be like, is that you singing, mummy? So he'd heard this song and he was singing the end of it.
Nice.
And I was like, would you like to put that on the song?
Hey.
So we went studio, and it's really sweet. I hope legacy-wise they can look at me and be proud of the mum I am, the woman I am, and I hope that they, by seeing me, be who I am, I hope it just inspires them to live their truest life. And I don't really have expectation of them. People always say, oh, do you want them to be in the industry or creative? And I'm like, hopefully not in this industry, Lord. But whatever they want to do, my job is just to nurture it. Although I am like, please don't give up your piano lessons. He's like, I want to quit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We've moved on to guitar, and he still wants to quit that.
Okay,
so
cool.
I'm like, we won't force it, but I hope they're just proud.
Yeah. And looking at success, what does that look like to you now? I guess now being a mum.
I feel I have so much more I want to achieve. I feel like I'm just getting started. Yeah. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm coming into who I am. I'm so excited about the new music, about touring, about writing more music, about seeing the world with my children.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, man, I've got hunger. Yeah. A hunger for life. So I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I'm just excited to meet more people and just build my community, my crew, my people that enjoy my music and love live music and love soul and jazz. And so I want to reach more people also that need to hear these songs, that can see themselves in my songs. Yeah,
amazing. Oh, cool. Okay, to wrap up, we're going to do like a quick fire round.
Ooh.
I say quick fire, but it gets a bit...
Oh, no, is it general knowledge questions?
No. I'm not going to put you through that on myself, because I'll be here like, oh, no, wait, is that right? No, we're not going to do that. No. Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
One word to describe motherhood.
I'm not good at being put on the spot.
Or two.
Oh, no, wait. I've actually gone brain dead. Hold on. One word to describe motherhood. Yeah. Transformative.
Okay, nice. One thing no one warned you about.
There's no breaks.
Oh, nice.
There's no breaks.
How relentless it is.
It's relentless. Yeah. There's no breaks.
No one told me
There's
that.
No off.
Yeah, not one. A song that captures your current season.
Feeling Blue.
Oh, nice. Okay.
By Kyra.
Studio or sofa cuddles?
Studio or sofa cuddles?
Yeah, babe.
Oh, sofa cuddles.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, cool. Take it. Complete the sentence. Motherhood has made me more...
resilient.
Oh, nice. Okay. Cold coffee or reheated?
Ew.
I know, right?
Dash that. The trick is, my friends are like, your order is so specific. Order all of your hot drinks extra hot.
This is true. Good tip.
So by the time baby's fast, this, that, and you get to have it, it's at the level they would have given it to you.
Got you.
Extra hot. That's the tip.
That's a brilliant hack,
I don't drink cold hot drinks.
Done.
Nah.
Boom. All right. Good tip. Really good one, actually. Creative ritual before recording.
Some vocal warm-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Some breathing.
Yeah.
And just a little, a little shake.
A little shake.
Yeah.
All right. If your kids could describe you in 3 words, what would they be?
Oh, my days. Wow. My son would probably, he's so cheeky. He'd probably say, you're crazy, mummy. Okay. Hopefully they would say loving.
Yeah.
Kind.
Yeah.
And a go-getter.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So, well, Kyra, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you so much, Rachel.
Thank you so much for this honest conversation. It's just open, it's honest, it's grounding. And like I said, I love that you're sharing in the way that you are. It's documenting what you're going through. And so many people are able to relate to it, man.
Thank you. And well done to you.
Thank you.
You're having the important conversations. I love your pod and just wish you and the family continued success as well.
Man. Thank you. And that's it. Feeling Blue is out now, and if you're listening and you've ever felt stretched between ambition and motherhood, this one is for you. So go stream it, support Kyra, and as always, remember, you're allowed to mother and build, you're allowed to nurture and desire, you are allowed to grow. This has been Milk Mummies. I'll see you next week.